What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my player career mode. This is episode number 49, and we start today's episode off with a game against Hellas Verona here in the Coppa Nazionale round of 16. And yeah, so far this season, well, we lost in the Super Coppa to Roma, which kind of sucks, but we still got a treble chance going this year. Of course, we're in the Coppa Nazionale. This is a round of 16 game. We're of course into the Champions League knockout stages after we won our group, and we're currently leading the way in the league as well. So I know that the first 6 months haven't been amazing here at Juventus. You know, it hasn't been incredibly entertaining and just unbelievably good to watch sometimes, but you can't argue with results, can you? As we take on Hellas Verona here in the Coppa Nazionale, I'll be honest, I didn't want to play this game, and I know that sounds kind of weird to hear, I guess, because when you're a footballer and, you know, even in a player career mode, you know, you definitely think that the YouTube want to play as every single game as possible, but to be honest, I could have done without it. I was not fully fit, and, you know, the stamina for me goes down quite quickly as I run all over the shop. And of course there are more important games on the weekend. For us, we got AC Milan on the weekend in the league. That's more important to me, and I would fancy my chances to beat Hellas Verona without me, so I could have done without playing this game, but the manager has picked me in every single game this year, so unfortunately there's nothing I can do to sort of simulate or just request I don't play. I've got to keep playing them, and even so, the first chance would fall there from kickoff. It was a simple save, and in the 8th minute we would actually get our first goal of the game. Marchisio heads this in from a far post cross, and we make it 1-0. And I wasn't really directly involved, however I did win the ball back to start the attack, so good header by Marchisio, and we're 1-0 up here against Hellas Verona. But to be honest, I didn't really seem to do this that much in this game. I was kind of sort of running all over the place, but I wasn't getting the ball. I was kind of just being someone who sort of acts as a dummy runner to set up the attacks, and when I was requesting the ball, for some reason my teammates were ignoring me, and when I wasn't requesting the ball, my teammates were ignoring me, and I wasn't really doing that much, to be honest. It was kind of frustrating because I was running everywhere, but nothing was really happening. And in the 52nd minute, you see Chiellini get onto the ball and play it out wide towards Asamari. He does give it to me eventually here after requested a through ball. Go down left hand side. It's a really good chance here. I cut inside with the McGee spin and shoot, but I can see why my teammates were ignoring me. I was just playing really poorly. What can I say? I wasn't having a good game. I wasn't really in the mood, and in the 73rd minute, the score was still 1-0. I'd done so little in this game, despite the fact that I was running everywhere, trying to create some opportunities, and I requested a sub because at the end of the day, the game at 1-0 was effectively sealed. Hellas Verona had one chance and that was it, and our side is better than theirs, and I really didn't feel as though myself getting subbed off would have any impact on the result whatsoever. I was pretty sure with 17 minutes and 12 seconds to go we would still hold on and collect the win, so I subbed myself off. Berardi came on, and as you'll see, we did win the game by a goal to nil in the end. So we're through to the quarterfinals of the Coppa Nazionale. Again, I'm not really that fussed about it, to be honest. I don't really care too much. But it's still a tournament we can win, and I guess you've got to be pleased. It's you know, at the end of the day, my mind is on two different trophies right now: the Champions League and the Serie A. The Coppa Nazionale, I can take or leave it really, but even so, we're through, and that's the main thing. What I think I might do in those games is just request a sub halfway through, really. And if I've done well, I've done well. If I haven't, I haven't. But anyway, we take on AC Milan here at the San Siro for the following game away in the Serie A, and of course, this was a more important game than the Hellas Verona game, which is why I didn't want to play in that game. But as we do take on AC Milan, you can see they're sitting in 8th place. We're currently top by 4 points. This is the game that will seal the first half of the season. So as we take them on here away from home, I definitely felt confident about our chances, despite the fact they still have some very good players, such as obviously El Shaarawy, a very talented youngster, and players that are really good like Honda as well. He's a very decent Japanese player too. So some good players AC Milan have, but still I did feel confident. And the first chance would fall to us here in the 10th minute as Bonucci finds Javi Martinez. He gives it to Pogba, and Pogba gets onto the ball and offloads it to me. I spot a run of Hazard down the left hand side. I pick him out. It's a good chance, and what a ball forward to Hazard. And as Marchisio shoots, it is a really fortunate deflection. Marchisio finds the back of the net by way of one of the most fortunate deflections you'll ever see in career mode. That was ridiculous. As Hazard slices the ball forward there, Emilia comes out to meet him, and as he shoots, Emilia saves it. It deflects off Marchisio, and the way the ball spins is going outside of the post, and you can see the swerve on the ball there. You can see it spinning towards the right side. Because of the spin on the ball, it goes from left to right and just about goes into the bottom corner. You see it best on this angle. Look at the spin on the ball after the deflection. It takes a couple of bounces and ends up going into the bottom corner. So it's a really fortunate deflection. Marchisio is going to claim it, obviously, and we go 1-0 up, and it's just just such a fortunate deflection for us, and I'm so pleased with 1-0 up, but I just couldn't believe the way the goal was scored. But still, 1-0 to Juventus, and in the 35th minute you see Pizzini give it to Honda. Honda tries to strike it, and again, we failed to get the ball away with Bonucci, but thankfully for us, Stefan makes a really good save, and we clear the ball away. So a good stop by our German goalkeeper, and it's still 1-0. That was how the first half would finish, and in the second half, AC Milan tried to respond. Pizzini goes down the left-hand side and finds Didac down the left-hand side himself. He plays it back towards Pizzini, the number 11, slides it across the face of goal, and Keizuki Honda, what a finish that is by the Japanese international. That was brilliant. The former CSKA Moscow man just drills it to the far post. No chance for Stefan. Clips the inside that far post and goes into the bottom corner. So what a goal that was. And Milan are back on level terms. And in the 68th minute, Poli finds De Jong here. The former City man plays over the top towards Pizzini. It's a great ball by the Dutch international. He finds Pizzini, he finds Montolivo. The shot is saved by Stefan, but it falls straight back to him. And unfortunately, it is 2-1 as Montolivo turns in his own rebound. That's some poor defending, isn't it? When the player turns in his own rebound shot. Terrible lack of reaction time there. And unfortunately for us, Montolivo makes it 2-1. So, Milan back from the dead, and from a goal down, they are now 2-1 up. What a great turnaround it was for them in the second half. But directly for kickoff, we tried to respond here, and as Regani finds Pogba, he gives it to Berardi. I'm sort of running all over the place here, just going in and out. And as Hazard collects the ball, I'm asking for the free ball. I get it down the left-hand side. Good chance here. Quick little heel-to-heel flick. Cross the ball in. Pick out Pogba with a free header. He finds the bottom corner, and Paul Pogba makes it Milan 2, Juventus 2. So I'm glad we're back on level terms, and I'm glad I got the assist for the goal as well. Nice little heel-to-heel flick and a great cross into the centre. Pogba gets the goal, and it is 2-2. So very pleased to be back on level terms. And in the 90th minute here, it was a good chance to win the game. Here's Tevez collects the ball after my knock-on, and he gives it to Berardi. Berardi finds Marchisio. I ask for the free ball. I get it down the right-hand side. It's a really good chance here. I cut into my left foot here. I roll it off towards Marchisio. He finds the man on the left-hand side, Asamoah, but unfortunately, Emilia makes a really good save, and the chance ends up coming to nothing. So, 2-2 the final score. I kind of walked on the pitch a bit disappointed in my own performance, to be honest, because I actually played relatively well in that game. It was one of those games where, had you seen a full game, you'll see I played quite well, but on the highlights you would say I played quite poorly. But I actually thought I played quite well on the whole, and on the basis of the whole game. As you'll see, I didn't have a single shot, but my passing actually was 71%, and I was always starting the attacks, you know what I mean? I was dropping deep and starting the attack, spreading the ball out wide and getting involved quite a lot. And of course I did get the assist for the equalising goal too, but a 2-2 draw isn't the best, and unfortunately for us we slip up again in this Serie A. But as we take on Genoa here for the following game, the third and final game of today's episode here, we take on Genoa, and again we're here at the Juventus Stadium, and you definitely say we're the favourites for this game as well. Genoa not currently in the top 10, and we really should be able to win this game. We got a game in hand against Napoli, even though they're only 1 point behind us, so we can extend our lead at the top of the table to 4 points if we win this game, which, touch wood, we should be able to do. And the first chance this game would fall in the 22nd minute as Paul Pogba collects the ball here and keeps hold of it and gives it out wide towards Isla. Isla gets onto the ball and finds Pogba. Pogba finds Marchisio. Marchisio plays it backwards towards Javi Martinez, and despite the interception being made here, Perrin gives it straight to Tevez, but unfortunately it's a really good recovery save by the Genoa goalkeeper. He gave it straight to Tevez, but he smothered his body and stops him from scoring a simple tap in. So still 0-0, but in 29th minute another good chance here. I go down the right hand side, quick little step over and get back onto my left foot, play a great free ball towards Asamoah, a really good ball, but unfortunately Perrin makes a really good save to deny Asamoah out wide. Really good ball by me there with my weaker foot, but very good save by Perrin to deny Asamoah. And in the 43rd minute, another good chance for Juventus. Tevez gets on the ball and slides it through towards his man, and as Marchisio collects it, it comes to Isla. Isla finds me. I offload it to Carlos Tevez, and Tevez dispatches the ball, puts it into the bottom corner, and makes it Juventus 1, Genoa 0. And it took us a time to celebrate together, but eventually we did. And yeah, it's Juventus 1, Genoa 0. I'm glad to get the assist again, and it is 1-0 to us. And in the 52nd minute here, Genoa get onto the ball. It's Bertolacchi. He finds Kuka, I think it is. He plays the ball out wide towards the run of Coffey, who strikes it, but it's a good save by Buffon. He turns it behind, and it is still 1-0. And from that corner, it is eventually crossed into the box here. And as the man on the edge of the area goes for the shot, it goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick. And that was a really good chance for Genoa there, because obviously he was completely alone on the edge of the area there. Should have took a touching round inside, but still 1-0 as things stood. And in the 76th minute, we almost made it 2-0 here. Hazard gets on the ball and finds me. Quick little fake Rabona, get onto my right foot and strike strike it, and I do, with the outside of my right boot, find the top corner. It's 2-0, and that was how the game finished. So a 2-0 victory, 1 goal and 1 assist for yours truly. I played very well in that game, and yeah, you know, the games may not be flashy, they may not be incredible, we may not be winning the games 4 or 5-0, but we're winning the games, and that's the most important thing. Tevez with a goal through my assist, and the second goal was scored by me. I got a 9.4 rating, played very well, and as things stand, you can see the manager is very happy with my performance, as we're matching our objectives finally, and everything's starting to come good here at Juventus. But as always guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode on my player career mode very soon.